Ever felt like you're stuck in a loop, reliving the same mistakes, heartbreaks, or failures over and over again? Like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to shake off the weight of the past. You're not alone. Most people spend over a year, 18 months to be exact, trapped in this cycle, replaying what went wrong, questioning their decisions, and wishing they could change what's already done. But here's the thing. Holding on to that pain, that regret, or that disappointment is costing you something far more valuable: your future. Imagine what you could do, who you could become, and how much lighter you'd feel if you could finally let go. What if moving on wasn't as impossible as it seems? What if today was the day you stopped looking back and started moving forward? Stay with me, because we're about to uncover exactly how you can break free, step by step, and take back control of your life. Getting over setbacks is one of the hardest things we face in life. It doesn't matter whether it's heartbreak, failure, rejection, or a mistake you can't stop replaying in your head. It feels like a weight that just won't go away. You wake up thinking about it. It creeps into your thoughts when you're trying to focus, and it follows you even in moments that are supposed to bring you joy. But here's the truth. That weight you're carrying, the one that feels so permanent, doesn't have to define you. You don't have to let your past mistakes or disappointments decide how your story unfolds. I know it's easier said than done, but moving on isn't just possible. It's something you can start today. What if I told you that getting over it doesn't require some magical overnight transformation? You don't need to have everything figured out, and you definitely don't need to wait for the perfect moment to feel ready. Because, let's be honest, that moment might never come. All you need are a few simple steps to guide you forward, one day at a time, and to help you release the grip of whatever's been holding you back. In this video, I'm going to share 3 proven steps that can help you finally let go and move on with confidence. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're actionable, practical steps that you can start implementing today, no matter where you are or how hopeless it might feel right now. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to stop letting your past control your present. You will understand how to turn setbacks into stepping stones and start building the life you truly want. So, stay with me, because what's coming next could be the turning point you've been waiting for. A few years ago, I lost my dream job. It wasn't just a job. It was something I had poured my heart into, a role that I felt defined me. When I got the call that I was being let go, it felt like the ground had been pulled out from under me. I spent weeks feeling like a failure, replaying every mistake, every moment where I thought I could have done better. I couldn't sleep. I barely ate. I felt stuck, hopeless, and unsure if I'd ever recover. Maybe you've been there too. Maybe for you, it wasn't a job. It could have been a relationship, an opportunity, or even a dream you had to let go of. That pain, that feeling of being stuck in a cycle of regret and self-doubt, it's all-consuming. And let me tell you something. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to grieve, to feel hurt, and to sit with those emotions. The mistake most people make isn't feeling the pain. It's refusing to acknowledge it fully. We're often taught to be strong or move on too quickly, as if ignoring the pain will somehow make it go away. But here's the thing. Burying your feelings doesn't free you from them. It traps you in them. The first step to moving forward is to recognize the pain for what it is. You need to name it, face it, and accept it. Grab a notebook or even a scrap of paper and write down exactly what's been weighing on you. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one else has to see it. Just name the emotions, whether it's anger, sadness, frustration, or fear. Write down what happened, how it made you feel, and why it's been so hard to let go. This process might feel uncomfortable, but it's the first step toward letting the pain out instead of letting it build up inside. Pause this video for a moment and give it a try. If you feel comfortable, share one thing you're struggling with in the comments. You might find that just putting it into words brings a sense of relief you didn't expect. Now, once you've recognized and accepted the pain, it's time to take the next step. Let me tell you about Sarah. She went through a heartbreak that completely shattered her. Her long-term relationship ended unexpectedly, and she felt like her entire world had collapsed. For weeks, She couldn't think about anything else. She was angry, sad, and overwhelmed. But instead of letting that heartbreak define her, Sarah decided to reframe the situation. She asked herself, what can I do with this pain? How can I turn this into something meaningful? Sarah had always loved art, but she'd never taken it seriously. So she started painting to express what she was feeling. Those paintings became a collection, and that collection turned into a small business. Today, Sarah's art is helping others process their own emotions, and she's living a life she never imagined for herself. When you focus only on the negative, you miss the hidden lessons or opportunities that setbacks can bring. It's not about pretending everything is fine. It's about finding a new perspective. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? What's one positive outcome that might come from this situation? Imagine a cracked vase. At first, it seems ruined, broken beyond repair. But in the hands of an artist, those cracks can be filled with gold, creating something even more beautiful than the original. Your setbacks can be like that vase. If you allow yourself to see the possibilities within the pain, take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you've learned from a past setback? Maybe it taught you resilience, empathy, or even helped you discover a new path. Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's inspire each other. Finally, once you recognize your pain and reframed your perspective, it's time to take action. Action is where transformation happens. 4 months after losing my job, I felt stuck, waiting for motivation to hit me like a lightning bolt. But here's the truth. Motivation rarely comes first. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates change. I started small. I gave myself just 10 minutes a day to focus on something productive, whether it was updating my resume, reaching out to connections, or even just learning a new skill. Those small steps added up, and eventually, I found myself in a much better place, both mentally and professionally. So here's what I want you to do. Set one small, achievable goal today. It doesn't have to be big or life-changing, just something that moves you forward, even a little. Commit to a daily habit, no matter how small it seems. And when you reach even the tiniest milestone, celebrate it. Every win, no matter how small, is a step toward a better future. Picture this, a progress chart where every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to where you want to be. Imagine yourself looking back a month from now and seeing how far you've come, all because you decided to take action today. So here's my question for you. What's one small action you can take today to start moving forward? It could be writing a journal entry, making a single phone call, or taking a walk to clear your mind. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what steps you're planning to take. Here's the truth. Life will knock you down. It's not a matter of if, but when. Heartbreak, failure, rejection. These are inevitable. But here's the real question. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to let it define you, or are you going to rise above it? Today, we've walked through a powerful journey together. We started by recognizing the pain, because you can't fix what you refuse to face. Whether it's the heartbreak that keeps you up at night, or the failure you can't stop replaying in your mind, acknowledging it is the first step. Write it down. Name it. Own it. That's the moment you start taking your power back. Then, we talked about reframing the situation. Your setbacks aren't just obstacles, they're opportunities. Every crack in your story is a chance to grow stronger, to learn something new, to find beauty in the broken pieces. Remember Sarah, who turned heartbreak into art. That could be you. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Turn the pain into progress. Finally, we focus on action. Small, consistent steps are the key to transformation. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just pick one small thing and do it today. Take 5 minutes to journal. Send that email you've been avoiding, or simply take a deep breath and remind yourself that you're capable of moving forward. Progress doesn't come from waiting. It comes from doing. Now, as we wrap this up, let me leave you with one final challenge. Don't just watch this video and move on. Take action. Right now, write down one thing you're going to do today to get over it and move forward. Share it in the comments, because when you put it out there, you make it real. And if this message resonated with you, let's spread it. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to join a community of people committed to growth, resilience, and living life on their terms. I'll leave you with this. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Your story isn't over. The next chapter is waiting for you to write it. So go out there and start creating the future you deserve. You've got this.